everyone, it's Mona here at Craft Klatch. Today is Friday, that means it's another Coaster Friday, and today we're going to make drink recipe coasters. Now the particular images that I'm using today are from graphicstock.com, and you should definitely go check them out. They have a huge selection of royalty-free images. So if you're wanting to, find a picture of Paris to hang on a wall and frame, they've got it. If you're looking for a picture of a frog, they have it. They have everything. So go check it out, explore it a little bit. Now I'm going to do two versions, so I'd love it if you would leave in the comments below which version you like better. Since I'm making 4 coasters, I have 2 of my molds out. And I'm using the Easy Cast on this one. You can use Veritex Light. And I'm using the color Pigment, and I'm using the white as the background. And I'm using 4 ounces, because all I need is 1 ounce per coaster for the base. So I'll put some white in. Mix it around. I want it nice and solid. And I'm going to pour it into 4 of the cavities. Because I'm working with the white, I want to make sure I don't get a whole lot of smokiness on here. And if I use a lighter, oftentimes I'll get like a little some smoky spots on there. So I'm just going to use a straw and blow the bubbles till they're all popped, and then I don't have to worry about it. And then once I get all the bubbles popped, I'll leave it sit for a minimum of 12 hours before I come back. Since I'm doing 2 different versions, I have the transparency film one, and I have the one that is on cardstock. And you could do regular paper too, I just prefer the cardstock. And I'm going to cut it out with my circle cutter. Somebody had asked me what setting I have it on. I have it just under 4 inches because the circle cavities are 4 inches, so you want it just a little bit smaller than that. So I'm going to cut these out. And there's the last one. First ones I'm going to work on are the ones on the cardstock. They fit in really nicely, but I'm going to Mod Podge them in. And I did the white background just so that you won't see anything through the back. So I'm going to use the Super Gloss Mod Podge because that leaves the least amount of film. And it goes on clearer than anything else that I've tried. So what I'm going to do is cover the resin with the Mod Podge. I can do a nice thick coat. And this is basically just to seal the paper. Get it to stick there, but also just to seal it. Because you want all of the paper sealed, otherwise the resin will give it dark spots, and we don't want that. Then go over it on the top and cover everything. Rub it down in case you have any bubbles stuck underneath there. Do the same with the other one. They're both completely Mod Podge. You want to let them completely dry. Otherwise you'll get kind of a cloudy film on there that will never go away once you put the resin on there. So let it dry. I would do a minimum of 2 coats. You can leave it like this because the paper matches pretty well with the background. However, I thought it might be fun to do something a little different. Now, I don't know if you have a preference, but I like to have sugar on my daiquiris or my margaritas. Some people like salt, and this will work, for look like salt on your margarita too. So I thought that would be perfect to kind of mask that edge just a little bit in case you don't like the paper edge. And I'm going to take a little bit of my Mod Podge again. I'm going to put it in a cup. And I really only need a little bit. And you want to make a thick paste. I have some chunky white glitter that I'm going to pour in. So for the margarita, I'm going to take just a hair of this very fine yellow. Mix it in. Then I'm going to just try to carefully take it with my stir stick and a toothpick, oops, and put it along the rim. So it's almost like the rim of the glass. On the strawberry daiquiri one, I did the white and I threw just a tiny bit of red in there and a tiny bit of pink. I've mixed some more resin, and these have dried completely. So I'm going to pour the resin on here, make sure all the edges are covered. We have a nice flat coaster. I still have the other 2 that I'm going to fill with the rest of this resin. Now I'm going to let these sit for just a minute or so while I pop the bubbles on these other ones. Okay, then before I put my transparency film in, I'm I'm gonna run this across, pop as many bubbles as I can. And like I've done before in other videos, all you do is slide these guys right on in there. And with your stir stick, just press them on down. Get all those bubbles out from underneath. And then just run your lighter over it once you get those bubbles out from under. And once you get all the bubbles popped, go ahead and let it sit a minimum of 12 hours before you unmold it. The coasters have all set, so I can pop them right on out. Here's the first one with the pina colada, and it's got all the ingredients that you need to make it. Here's our strawberry daiquiri, and we have that pink glitter, which makes it look like a sugar rim around it. Here's our Mai Tai and our margarita. So these are the two where I did the Mod Podge. Here are the two where I did the transparency film. So both are really fun and turned out great. If you're looking for images, remember to go to graphicstock.com. They have these and tons more. And they are offering a 7-day free trial. So if you go on over there, make sure to check it out. Now I happen to use them in a coaster, but you can certainly frame pictures to decorate a room, do all kinds of things. Be sure to let me know if you like the transparency ones better or if you like the ones with the Mod Podge. Leave that in the comments below. We'll definitely see you next time. In the meantime, happy crafting and stay safe. And don't forget to subscribe.